We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's today's news. Go woke and go broke. Netflix stands up to woke employees. In light of internal dissension triggered by productions like David Chappelle's controversial stand-up special, Netflix has issued a memo to its disgruntled staffers, underscoring that the streaming behemoth values the, quote, artistic expression of its content creators over each employee's personal thoughts, beliefs, and lifestyles. As employees, we support the principle that Netflix offers a diversity of stories, even if we find some titles counter to our own personal values, read the memo. Depending on your role, you may need to work on titles you perceive to be harmful, the communique continued. If you'd find it hard to support our content breadth, Netflix may not be the best place for you. The memo follows a backlash against businesses pushing a woke agenda. Since Disney saw billions of dollars in market value vanish and lawmakers stand up to its objection to the Florida law that states that sexual orientation cannot be taught to children under 8 years old, other companies have backed away from supporting woke causes and have spoken out against the use of shareholder money to support those causes. Finnish President Sauli Niinisto and Prime Minister Sanna Marin formally announced on Sunday that Finland is seeking to join NATO. Parliament will vote to ratify the membership proposal on Monday and could submit a formal application the following day. Since Russia invaded Ukraine in February, support for NATO membership in Finland has tripled to around 75%. Swedish Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson announced on Sunday that her party, the Social Democrats, had decided that Sweden should join NATO. The Social Democrats voted in a Sunday meeting to support working towards applying to join the Western Military Alliance, setting up a vote in Parliament. This was only hours after Finland formally announced it will seek to join NATO. Andersson said Sweden's military non-alliance had served it well for 200 years, but Russia's unprovoked invasion of Ukraine showed the policy will not serve them well in the future. The invasion demonstrated that the Kremlin is prepared to use violence to achieve their political objectives, and that they don't hesitate to take enormous risks, Andersson said. United Kingdom military intelligence said on Sunday that Russia has lost around 1/3 of the ground forces it deployed when the invasion of Ukraine began in February, and that its offensive in the Donbas had lost momentum and fallen significantly behind schedule. After driving Russian troops back from Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, Ukrainian forces launched another counteroffensive near Russian-held Izium, around 75 miles southeast of Kharkiv. Russian forces, meanwhile, made some advances in the Donbas, but continue to suffer from low morale and reduced combat effectiveness, according to UK intelligence. Elon Musk said that Twitter has accused him of violating a non-disclosure agreement after he revealed the process Twitter uses to calculate the percentage of bot accounts on the platform. Twitter legal just called to complain that I violated their NDA by revealing the bot check sample size is 100. This actually happened, Musk tweeted. On Friday, Musk had announced that his planned purchase of Twitter was temporarily on hold, pending details supporting Twitter's claim that bot accounts represent less than 5% of users on the platform. Musk suggested Sunday that the number could be as high as 90% of daily active users. Finally, Goldman Sachs senior chairman Lloyd Blankfein warned that the United States faces a very, very high risk of recession. If I were running a big company, I would be very prepared for it, Blankfein said on CBS's Face the Nation. If I was a consumer, I'd be prepared for it. Blankfein said the Federal Reserve still has very powerful tools available to cool down the economy and contain inflation without cutting off growth completely. So a recession isn't, quote, baked in the cake. The comments came as the investment bank's economists cut their growth forecast for 2022 to 2.4%, down from 2.6%, and their 2023 estimate to 1.6% from 2.2%. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can hear every episode of the Raw Naked Truth as well as the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audible, Amazon Music, and wherever you find podcasts. We'll see you next time.